Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop. I love these cards so much. They're so bright and beautiful, and I love fuchsia and yellow and red, all the warm colors. So you guys, I was looking at some things from Dr. Joe Dispenza this morning, and he really is a pioneer when it comes to recognizing our thought patterns, what it creates for us by the way we think, the habits, the emotions we elicit from our thought patterns, all of this stuff. That's why I particularly love this card. To receive, you must release. What can you let go of? What do you want to receive? We need to identify and have some intentionality. Why do we carry some burdens and behaviors that we know are not good for us? Like, I recognize them as I'm doing it. That's the weird thing. I'm like, girl, you really doing this? I will, seriously, no lie, I will always go to this area of the grocery store that has these pre-made wonderful looking pasta dishes that have like 1,000,000 grams of fat and butter and all these things, and I never feel good after I eat them, and I usually end up with a stomach ache. They just don't agree with me, but like a little toddler that will stuff all the candy in on Halloween, I always go there when I go in the grocery store. So I make these little packs with me and say, listen, you're just conditioned out of like desire for something, of course you go when you're hungry. So of course this ready-made stuff looks good. So I'm now kind of conditioning and setting myself up for success by eating a little something before I go to the grocery store, going in a different direction. Instead of always going to the right and going around the perimeter of this area, I'll go in a different direction. Those sort of things, releasing those. I love this because it says, it can be hard to let go of aspects of our life, but it is totally necessary for our optimal growth. Because when we hang on, it keeps us stuck in a static, unfulfilling routine. It may feel as if the world is like crumbling around you and everything you've worked for is suddenly falling away. But what if this isn't actually the case at all? What if everything that's falling away is removing itself so new can take hold? I know that sometimes when I look at my day, I see it time-wise, and if I don't have to go out or anything, or do anything, or drop off anything, I can think, oh my goodness, this is going to be, this is me taking a deep dive, because I can literally do readings all day. I can make jewelry all day and feel totally satisfied and happy like it's a full day. But what doesn't feel great is my physical self, because I haven't moved and exercised. And that's one of the hardest things for me to motivate. But I always ask myself, how do you feel during and immediately after? And it's always good. If I'm walking out in nature, I always feel good. It is the build up to that. It is transitioning out of a real major comfort zone of being like reclined in a comfy chair, doing reads and being with all my books and the things that I love. However, I can integrate all these things for a healthier me. So when we hold on to what wants to be released, we are resisting the natural flow of life. Shifts are happening all around you. I remember once my boss said to me, she's like, oh, Melanie, you'll just be with me till you learn everything you want to learn, and then you'll leave. She's like, because you're that type of person, and that's what I hope for everybody that works for me. They learn everything that's meant to be learned, then they don't want to go through the motions and go on autopilot and just do the work anymore. Done. You've focused, you've learned a new skill, and now you can bring it into your next kind of path in life. And I loved that, and I think that's so true. That's why when I see like old movies of people that are like, I don't know, factory workers or whatever, and they just keep putting the thing on an assembly belt or whatever, I was like, yes, you can have an enriched, beautiful mind where you live in your mind, but physically it's like, if you're spending 8 hours doing the same thing over and over and over, because that would be like some kind of weird death to me. And no judgment on anybody who can do that, or they prefer that. It feels familiar and it feels comfortable. I would feel like I was in some kind of nightmare doing the same thing over and over. That's also why I love that I'm on a creative path, because every day is different to some degree. So just remember the things that are falling away, let them. As you do, you open yourself up to more of what is aligned to the emerging you, because the universe has a beautiful, beautiful plan for you, and you must let go of what you think your life is supposed to look like so you can welcome in the life you're truly made for. So as you step away from no longer what serves you, you're being asked to shatter illusions of separation, right? Which is why you may feel it's so much of it is like crumbling, or you're trying to hang on to it. Use the time to reflect and realign. Go inward and really get clear about about who you are, what you stand for, what matters to you, what you are aligned with in your truth. What is love? It has nothing to do with fear, and oftentimes letting go of things, that's the first thing that comes in, right? So what can I let go of? What do I want to receive? I'll give you a hint of what I want today. What do I want to let go of? Mine is waiting so long to transition into whatever I'm doing into the day. Like, I really want to let go of that. I need another hour to just kind of read this and recline and understand. And yes, I want to be comfortable, but what happens is when I stay in that like really comfortable position and doing things that I really like, I'm not doing things that are also necessary for me to thrive and have a healthy life, which is exercise. And also I get really happy when I go to the grocery store and I get fresh ingredients to make my family things and myself things. Like, I love that, and that's something I want to do today, and I'm going to do it directly after this read. Now, I love express yourself creatively, start something new. This gets me excited for life. This breathes oxygen into my life. Like yesterday, and I'm going to dig through a bag and I'm going to show you guys the strand. This got me more excited than anything, and I thought it was so funny. It's simply a strand of iolite, but I love the properties of iolite so much, and this one simple strand got me so excited. I'm going to show it to you because it really is an amazing stone. And all of you guys that know your crystals and your stones, it's a little more expensive. Oh wait, I think I'm actually blocking light. It's a little more expensive than other stones, and I got the most expensive type, which is the super faceted cuts that make it really twinkling and gorgeous. And I got so excited because it is the perfect necklace stone. The facets catch the light. It's not too heavy. You can mix it. It definitely, if you were mix it with metals, it is definitely a silver stone. And I've already had 100 ideas, and I got so excited about this, and I'm excited to get fully immersed in whatever this piece is going to become. And this card comes up because what is no longer supporting your growth, we're going to recognize and leave it behind and step into the new. This is a grand opportunity to focus your attention not on what is falling away, but what newness is trying to emerge. What do you want for your future? What do you want to explore in your life adventure? The magic of new beginnings is really surrounding us. It is ripe with possibilities. Is there a project or idea that keeps coming back to you? Dust off the old ideas and bring them to life again. Now, what I love to personally do is go through all my old archives of beads and cards, and I reorganize, and as I see them, I'm like, I get a million ideas. I get so stoked for life. It's like, calm down. I almost feel like I need a sedative because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these got tucked away, this deck. And my mind gets set on fire with ideas I want for reads, for creations, all of this. All of these wonderful ideas come to life. So do you want to get into a new hobby, take a class, enroll in a program? You can revisit an old project or start something brand new. Let yourself be drawn into this creative process. Don't worry about the outcome. Simply give yourself the gift of being one with your creative endeavors and do it for joy. The action of starting something brings your power back to the present moment. I think that's some reason that, 100% the reasons that I love beginning new creative endeavors. Nothing else matters at that point. I have no worries. I have no concerns. I have no burdens. I am simply immersed in this. So I feel like when we do this, it creates a more balanced life too. It gives our brain a chance to jump on this divine assignment and have fun with it. Because to be human is to be a creator. Human beings are always creating, whether it's new ideas or relationships or approaches to things or tangible projects and products. To be alive is to be a creator. And that is your daily pop, you guys. And I just love these cards so much. So I'm going to be using these in the pop over the next few days because I just love them so much. You know, become familiar with your new self, your new brightest creative self. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Get curious about what the day is going to bring. Get stoked. I have to say, as soon as I begin my pops and I do them, I feel better. I feel happier. I feel more aligned. And often I will state my intentions for the day while I'm doing them, and it fortifies that direction for me. You know, I want to forge a new and elaborate and fun creative day. So when I speak it into existence, because I get excited for it, I'm then curious about what I can create and do. And then I start to commence with that, as will you guys. So love and light. I feel like it's time to come out of the woods into the sunshine and start creating. That's your pop, you guys. Love and light.